Welcome back. A couple months ago, the BRICS Summit was held in South Africa, and now Sandton played host to the first BRICS Fashion Show and Business Forum. It highlighted opportunities for the textile and retail fashion industries to collaborate. We're joined by Lindy and Ndebele Koka from the Department of Arts and Culture. Lindy, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. So, does this mean we'll be able to get cheaper high heels from Brazil? I'm asking for a friend, not for me, of course.
Ha, ha, ha. But hopefully, yes. I mean, we're developing relationships within the BRICS countries. This is the first of its kind as a legacy for the Department of Arts and Culture within the BRICS Summit, as we contribute in a cultural program for BRICS. Fashion is a growing focus in South Africa and, globally. We also have, one of the biggest challenges in South Africa is the textile industry. The talent is enough. There's a lot of designers, but the textile and fabrics are a big challenge. Yeah. So the relations that we are, in the industry they talk about trends. So we're hoping we're building nation-to-nation trends. Yeah. India has got the fabric. Russia is also focusing on textile. They've got the numbers. We need the market. So one of the biggest things is to open market access. So maybe, yes, you might get cheaper heels.
Yeah, cheaper heels. So what about easing trade duties on fabric import and export, for instance? Is that something you can actually look at?
Well, absolutely. It's actually something that came up today. We had the first BRICS Fashion Forum after the fashion show, the 2-day of fashion shows, and we had dialogues, about textile, about market access, responding to the digital economy, and we also tried to get concrete, implementable initiatives amongst the countries, and one of them is exactly that, particularly in fabric and textile, so that our designers can have access to fabrics in India and China particularly, and possibly exchange programs. So it's something that governments can discuss.
Yeah.
Some of the things obviously don't lie with the Department of Arts and Culture, but with a comprehensive, integrated approach to issues and challenges, I'm sure it can be done.
How do you compete with cheap Chinese imports? Because most of the clothing we see in South Africa says made in China. What do you do then?
The edge is always design. Designers bring the edge into clothing. And I think one of the things that designers do is to build their brands, is to focus on their niche markets, is to bring that edge into the clothing industry, so that you don't have to, the consumers don't necessarily have to go to China to get cheap. But there's a lot of learning that South Africa can get from China, from India, that we can import.
Yeah. What's the reaction been from designers? We know that designers have said for years that they need bigger platforms. You're providing this for them now.
It has been amazing for them, and very much excited, because this is, one of our mandates in the department is promotion. Development and promotion, and this is precisely wanting to open markets for our designers, given the small market. We have a fairly small market. All these countries have got billions of consumers and the population. So this is really one instrument that will open the markets for them. And they're quite excited. It's a daunting task, but I think, with a integrated, comprehensive approach, with DTI, CEDA, some of the DTI agencies, small business, and the Department of Arts and Culture, it can be done. Designers are very excited about it, and the BRICS countries designers were excited. So this is something. Next year the summit goes to Brazil, and the next year is Russia. So this will be an annual. It was the first installment introduced by the department. So it will happen annually. But there were concrete initiatives that came out of the discussions, like coming up with exchange programs, maybe a fashion market, a BRICS fashion market, and coming up with how to really develop sustainable finance models. A lot has come out of the discussions.
And hopefully we actually get to see local designs all over the world.
All over the world, definitely.
Thank you so much for your time and your insight. We do appreciate it. That was Lindy Ndebele Koka on the BRICS Fashion Show and Business Forum that has just wrapped up.